Hello everybody and welcome back to F125. You missed the nice intro because we're actually in practice 2 because not meant to have any more rain this weekend, but practice 1 was meant to have rain in it, so I decided to skip. So that's why there's no sort of nice full sort of cinematic intro. But we are here in Monaco, feeling fairly confident, so I'm going to wait for that to bite me on the arse. First on the track, I think.
Let's have some nice steady laps here, please. Just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data.
Come on, Mark. By now you should know that I'm incapable of such things. Little rub down the edge. Struggled through that. I felt very twitchy then. I remember I've got DRS open. And I wonder it feels really twitchy. That wasn't great.
Okay, test complete.
Into the garage and
And that was a
trophy.
really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Bahrain tyres. Well, let's do fuel measurement. That's going to be interesting.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
I need to tilt the fan over this way so I can have some breath. Wait.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Didn't mean to do that. Returns to garage.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Could this be the one where I actually get the points for this? Let's see. I think Mac's gonna fuck me up here.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable
And I thought that was quite scrappy.
information out of that. Well done.
That's it. Again, I think we'll do the same thing of skipping straight to qualifying because we don't need the points.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Williams is an exciting prospect.
Now, if you ask anyone who's raced here, they'll tell you, nowhere in the world is more important to get a high qualifying position than here on the windy, chicaney, challenging streets of Monaco. We're about to set the grid for tomorrow's race, but potentially for the end of the race too. So welcome along, everyone, to the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying.
I'm going to head out straight on the softs and just see if we can do it in one go. Not going well.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Not purple in the third sector. I don't know why. I think we'll just fast forward to the end. Liam Lawson in the Alpine. And Ollie Behrman. I hope Max goes out again, it's fair to say. So who's out? Because there's a lot of two kicks to V-carbs, the Haas, and Gasly in the Ferrari. The Gasly in the Ferrari is a bit of a surprise. Great start to the lap. Game lagged horrifically through there. Jesus. Not going to be the fastest lap we've ever done around Monaco this already.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Gonna hit Verstappen coming out of the pits then. Liam Lawson again doing really well in the Alpine.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
I knew that was happening.
That looked bad, are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
Back in the tunnel, I could tell that was happening. Wasn't quite as fast through the second sector, but definitely made up for it by the end. And there we are. Lawson and Behrman doing incredibly well for their respective teams. And Gabriel Bortoleto. Better than Charles Leclerc. Wow, we've got a really mixed up grid here for Monaco, which will make it very, very interesting. Nope, let's go one more qualifier to go, of course. Up on that. Blast around. A little bit at the front end. You can tell they're really going for it as we head into Q3 now. We can get ahead of the Red Bulls. I'm sure we can. Didn't go very well.
excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work.
What's the
Come
time?
on, see you back in the pits.
With qualifying complete, all
69.
The main event will be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
So Verstappen can just get ahead of Piastri. Fun times for all. Will be hard. Four laps around the Principality.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Jack Crawford lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Ocon, Lawson, Antonelli, Behrman, and Yuki Tsunoda, Aron, Leclerc, Isaac Hadjar, and Stroll, Sainz, Gasly, Zach O'Sullivan, and Franco Colapinto, Doohan, Martins, Pepe Marti, and Zayn Maloney rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
With this being a high downforce circuit, we're not going to have quite the same top speed we have at other tracks. The good news is, though, it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can.
Well, we're past quali. We'll go for that, but it doesn't seem right somehow, but never mind. She's getting off the line.
No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Taking ages to form up. Go on, Verstappen!
Now use DRS. DRS now available. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. behind that front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Full race update.
You're in first position, front of the pack. Car behind is Max. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
Pit stop information.
Your pit window opens in 8 laps' time. Tyre wear's higher than we're expecting. We've got a new strategy available on your MFD if you want it. Understood, copy that. That's Max behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1 minute 15.1. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Car behind is Max. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage.
Our rear tyres might be a little bit unhappy at what I'm doing to them. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay, we're more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you.
Copy that.
You've got to do that to cover off the people behind more than anything.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty.
Oh, fucking hell.
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
Oh, they're doing a fucked a bit.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left. You're approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
One of the kicks could have decided to be a hero when, like, go fuck it. Just two stop this bitch and see what they can do, but maybe not.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race strong.
Piastri's jumped Verstappen. And we've gone for another set of hards. Great. But Red Bull have kind of been knackered for constructors wise, because their cars are so close together. We're kind of lucky that Alexa put those 6 or 7 seconds on. Did you just hit the wall? Is it Bert? Is it Bert, my ladder? Bert, what are you doing? I've gone.
Okay, clear. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Let's do this section again, shall we?
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Pestri's pushing with me this time.
So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
I'm trying to push him back a little bit into the path of Verstappen.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.9 seconds.
I was nearly in a wall.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
I think we can go a bit longer than that. We can slide, we can just slow things down a little bit down here. I'm gonna help Max get past.
new strategy. In this lap, push now. Box now, please. Box this lap. That's Max behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:17.8.
Right, Max, I want you right up close behind me so we can avoid a strategy error here. Which one is going to go into the pits on this lap? Because we want us both doing the same thing. I don't think we would have done, but...
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Max is coming in for his stop. need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.9 seconds. Okay, Bortoleto just ahead. Let's push. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 11.1
Has he done what Norris did?
They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 16 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute, 16.4. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race.
Anger.
Okay.
The ring is such on the edge of dying.
Okay, Bortoleto is in the pits.
Bortoleto on Bortoleto? Is that his name? That doesn't sound right. Is on the softs, which will be interesting. I don't think I can really slow down enough to help Verstappen on purpose. I mean, the way things are going.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Oh, one of the kicks, I believe, is slowing down. Could this be another safety car? We've got enough laps for a safety car. It breaks down fast enough. But if it's just going to go down there, it'll be alright. If the Martins is out. Safety car. I get a new wing and some softs.
Yellow flag.
That's an insane race to decide to pack your car up. There's going to be an accident there, surely. Surely there's got to be a safety car for that. That's ridiculous.
Okay, mate. Are you okay?
Safety car for that.
Big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
How could there not be a safety car for that? Someone's going to pile into that, sure. We're going to have a safety car in a minute. Can't be a bad way when I hand it back to the team.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.7 seconds. We've got a lot of...
Oh no. No, we're mistake. Oh god.
Easy on the aggression. We need clean overtakes or we'll get a
Didn't
penalty.
mean to do that. Piastri's back through. Piastri's had to pit. That was not my intention. That was not my intention at all. Ugh, I feel bad about that, to be honest. That could decide the championship. That's all I wanted to do. I think there's going to be both Red Bulls with no points. One more lap, if we could just avoid smashing the car much more, that'd be great.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Looking at my phone. Nothing to do around Monaco. Bad news bears. One, two again for the team.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Maybe with a little bit of badness. I don't mind. Charles Leclerc's driver of the day, of course he is. Driving around his house, basically.
Jack Crawford has dispatched the opposition. It's victory today.
And you can see what it means for the driver. Such relief after carrying all the stress.
There's been a horrific accident. Piastri got his revenge.
You now can embrace the team. Enjoy this moment. Job well done.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Goodbye. Right, let's view the highlights. Advancing. Romancing. There's quite a lot of repairs needed to my car. Not particularly surprised. Only the first person to get 2 wins in this series. Endgame talks with Jack Crawford. We'll go to the meeting. Not sure whether we're signing him again. I might sign Norris as our second driver with Max. See if anyone wants him in these next couple of races. Because we should get told if another team is inquiring about his services. Don't know why. Yeah, okay. We'll just do that in advance. To the Spanish GP, not been there for a while.
We got the outcome we were hoping for, boss.
That is good.
Boss, notice that we've got some cash not currently invested into anything. Maybe think about buying some facility improvements.
Yeah. They're in talks with Jacques. Kind of need to wait for progress with Norris. is just so funny to me that, like, there is Jack Crawford, right? A world champion. He's below a rookie of Victor Martins. Makes no sense, this game. But we're ready to go to the race weekend, but of course first. But we were in the right menu. Let's go to results, fill in the results. And with that somewhat of a disaster, we are now leading both championships. So let's have a look. So Oscar Piastri, see some results. Oscar Piastri in the end finished 12th, with Russell down in 19th after that late pit stop. I was first, Verstappen was second. Charles Leclerc was 7th, and Gabriel Bortoleto was 8th. Kimi Antonelli was 3rd, with Pierre Gasly really struggling, finishing 15th. Carlos Sainz in 10th, with Ocon in 6th. Yuki Tsunoda in 4th, just off the podium for Aston Martin, where Stroll was in 13th. Isaac Hadjar was 16th, with Pepe Marte in 17th. Liam Lawson for Alpine in 5th, with Aron in 9th, second 9th in a row for him. Ollie Behrman in 11th, with Zach O'Sullivan in 18th. Zane Maloney was in 21st, and Victor Martins was a Dunphy boy. Franco Colapinto, excuse me, 14th, with Doohan in 20th. We'll scroll down. We'll go to the driver standings. And Oscar Piastri has dropped down to 4th. George Russell no longer leads the championship and is now 2nd. I've made it up into the lead. Max Verstappen is now in the podium spot of the championship in 3rd. Charles Leclerc in 7th, with Gabriel Bortoleto in 11th. So Leclerc's dropped a place. Gabriel has gained 1. Kimi Antonelli has gained from 7th to 5th, with Gasly dropping from 5th to 8th. Carlos Sainz has dropped a place to 12th, and Ocon has dropped a place to 10th. Yuki Tsunoda has gained a place to 9th, not 6th, 9th. Lance Stroll has dropped a place to 16th. Isaac Hadjar remains in 19th, with Marti remaining in 14th. Liam Lawson continues his spell of getting good points and is now in 6th. Paul Aron in 13th, the same for him. Berman has gained a spot to 15th. O'Sullivan remains 17th. Zane Maloney is 21st, Victor Martins in 22nd. And Franco Colapinto remains in 18th. And Doohan in 20th. If we go down to the team spots, the teams have changed around. Red Bull is now in 2nd place. Wangernumb up to the lead of the championship. Mercedes remain in 4th. Ferrari remain in 3rd. McLaren have dropped to 6th, with Aston Martin in 7th. The Williams are in 8th. Alpine are back up to 5th in the championship. Haas are 9th. 11th for Kick, and 10th for Visa. That is going to be it. I thank you all very, very much for watching. I should really record a Minecraft video, but I don't have time. I need to pack and leave. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.